Hello and thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of the program. It's Lens on Maritime, where we'll bring to you the best of all the happenings in the maritime sector. My name is Brownson, Unwana, your host, and I must tell you that the program today is well loaded for your viewing pleasure. On the program this week, reaction continues to trail the $3.2 billion e-custom concession agreement with the Chinese firm. And also on the program, Comtois is still in the news. They are asking government to come to their aid. But meanwhile, they've also launched an app to help the movement of cargo of their trucks in and out of the port. Also on the program, port concession agreement. Experts want NPA to take over the ports. We'll take a very quick break. We'll return with all the details. Don't go away.
Let's take away the stress of worrying about clearing documentation of fuel.
Our innovative technology provides real-time visibility of your cargo any time of the day.
Here at Emily Agencies Nigeria Limited, we deliver your cargo fast, in good condition, at a very competitive rate anywhere in the world.
You have heard it all. At MLN Agencies Limited, we offer the best of custom services, freight forwarding and logistics, warehousing, packaging, palletization service, consultation on import and export. Reach out to us today. MLN Agencies Limited, second floor Ofimo House, Plot 6 Oshodi Expressway, Sunrise Bus Stop, Apapa, Lagos. Or you can call us on 091-616-78740 or send us an email on mlnagencies@gmail.com. MLN Agencies, your one-stop shop from clearance to delivery.
Welcome back. The maritime sector never go to sleep, and of course we are always here to comb the industry to bring you all the happenings in the sector. What's trending at this time? We caught up with maritime journalist Mike Anthony. Here's what he has to say. Welcome back. Now, this segment we'll be looking at some of the things trending in the maritime sector at this time, and we know how we do it. We look at a particular magazine or newspaper industry base and then discuss some of the issues and some of the stories on the paper. And today we'll be looking at Prestige magazine, and joining me to discuss this is the CEO and MD of Green Doring Media Services, and he's also the publisher of the Prestige Blended magazine. Also, he's also the PRO of Congress of Nigerian Maritime Media Practitioners, COMEP. Anthony Onoha joins me at this time. Anthony, good to have you on the program today.
Thank you so much.
All right. Looking at Prestige magazine, I can't help but say you are doing very well. We've been following the magazine for a lot of time. But before I discuss with you, let's look at some of the big stories and the big headlines in the Prestige Blended magazine right now. Now, if you look at a very big picture of the founder of National Association of Government Approved Freight Forwarders, NAGAF, Dr. Boniface Anebunam. Now, story says, founder of NAGAF, Dr. Boniface Okechukwu Anebunam, the personality of an outstanding maritime icon. Now, right under the story, we have the amazing passion of a yoga queen and her jaw-dropping stunts. I'm sure Mark Anthony doesn't do yoga. All right, yeah. We're going to find out what that is. Of course, get a copy of Prestige magazine. We also have freight agents decry gross extortion by shipping companies and terminal operators. Now, oddities, incredible realities across the globe. Now, look at the left side of the magazine or the right side of the magazine. We have Comptroller CE Ayo's enviable professional approach to public service. And now let's get back to the editor of this magazine. Mark Anthony, we understand the magazine have been around for over 8 years thereabouts.
Yeah, wait, 9 years now.
9 years now.
Yeah, 9 years, and we've been consistent.
Massive. What was the motivation behind starting this magazine?
Yeah, we tried to fill a gap. We tried to fill a gap because we discovered some freight forwarders that's media practitioners. They needed a kind of a projection.
Yeah.
They wanted people to hear their voice, and when I went sampling opinions, the inspiration came, that I should cover that very gap.
Yeah.
To plug the gap, I decided to start something differently. I try to distinguish myself from the conventional thing, media services, people were given. That's maritime practitioners were given. Then I said, okay, it is good for me to begin to, project people, especially maritime personalities that have carved niches, a kind of, distinguished themselves in their chosen careers and fields of endeavor. And that is why you see the Prestige magazine, was born 9 years ago.
Wow, 9 years ago.
And we have been consistent at it.
Wow, how has the journey been? And your personality profile, is it limited to freight forwarders?
No, it's not limited to freight forwarders. It is, bringing in, we feature people, personalities from different fields of endeavor.
In the maritime sector?
Yes, that have distinguished themselves in their careers, in their fields. That is what we do. We talk about them. We also cover events in the maritime and outside the maritime.
How can people order for Prestige Blended magazine? Is there contact?
Apart from the print, we are also online.
Okay. What's the website, or what's
www.prestigeblended.com.ng.
All right.
Yeah, that is our online site.
All right.
Where you can go and read news on the maritime industry.
All right.
Yes.
Well said. Now, of course, if you want to get a blend or a feel of this magazine, you can log on to the website, like you heard, www.prestigeblended.com.ng. That's what it is. Mark Anthony, thank you so much. The MD CEO of Green Doran Media Services Limited, and of course the publisher of the Prestige Blended magazine. Is also the PRO Congress of Nigerian Maritime Media Practitioners, and of course CONEP.
Yes.
This is a new initiative. We'll talk about it.
Okay. Okay.
Next.
Okay.
Maybe when next we have you. Thank you so much,
Brownson.
Mark Anthony, for coming on the program today.
Much.
Experts in the port has continued to express their displeasure with service delivery with most of the concessionaires of the port. Now, at this point, they are asking the federal government to allow NPA to take over the operations of the port. Stephen Ibe is the national president of TIPASI, is asking NPA through the federal government, or the federal government through NPA, to allow NPA to return back to the port to deliver services as it were before.
Person like myself, I'm afraid, who are they going to bring to concession the port that can make our port functional the way it was before, and remove all this kind of nonsense we are seeing? I don't think that's why I say, if wars come to wars, let MPA take over the port and let them be handling the way they're handling it before. That's why I say, because I don't know who they are going to bring. Our people say that it's better for you to deal with the ghost you know than the angel you do not know. This is exactly what happened. From what we experience since these people come to concession Nigerian ports, this is the case. We could have said, let us continue with the MPA, that is the ghost you know, than the angel that they went and bring and put out in this condition we are today. If MPA was at the port, there is no time we will see the kind of gridlock we are seeing in the port. We could have acquired equipment to run our Papa port, because this is their fatherland. Allow Nigerians to run our things. Now, if you want to even concession our port, forget about all these mercenaries. There are companies that will run MPA. Before you, I want to say it, before anybody, even if they want to concession Nigerian port again, before you concession it, there are measures. I have been in the port industry, I have been in the industry, I'm going to Unilag. As I'm talking to you, I'm still in school doing port management. They are the kind of equipment you should input into a proper premier port. that we make things move normal there, or Tinkan Island port. Calmers, forklifts. There are structures there. There are kind of forklifts, calmers. There are new generation forklifts that there are a number of it that you put there. You cannot see any gridlock in this road again. Truck will speed come inside the port and drop empty, will come inside the port, pick cargo and go out of the port. Go to the Republic of Benin and see what is happening there.
Now, extortion in the corridors of the port has continued to generate controversy and worry. Now, Comptoir last week in a press conference said they were at the mercy of non-state actors, popularly known as area boys. They also said some government agencies have been extorting money from them week in, week out. And last week on the program, they called on the government to come to their aid. But as this change, your guess is as good as mine. Meanwhile, there have also been talks about the collapse of the ETO, the electronic call-up system launched by the Nigerian Port Authority, NPA. Now, Comptoir says they've launched their own app and they're ready to kick off. The Council of Maritime Transport Unions and Association, Comptoir, has commended the Nigerian Port Authority, NPA, for reviewing the electronic call-up system, ETO, over poor performance. Comptoir President Comrade Adeyinka Aroyenwo, while addressing journalists recently in Lagos, says in order to create law and order in the movement of trucks in the corridors of the port, will launch its self-developed app that will decongest the roads. Aroyenwo added that this has been the yearnings of truck owners across the board to significantly reduce the lingering menace of inefficiency, extortionist practices, and the lingering lawlessness in the maritime industry.
We have mentioned severally that the ETO arrangement has failed. Everybody says we are saying the wrong thing. We are happy that the managing director of the Nigerian Port Authority came out and addressed the press that there is no alternative to unbundling ETO. They have to unbundle ETO, which means they have also seen the lapses, the inadequacies, the inefficiencies of this ETO policy. And to say the least, this is the height of extortion. For you to access the port on a trip, you will pay between 25 and 30,000 naira to ETO. And by the records today, we have done 1.4 million trips through ETO, amounting to about 30 billion naira that ETO has collected from our members without rendering any service. The responsibility of the Nigerian Port Authority is purely cargo handling, and their jurisdiction is not more than the gates of the Nigerian Port Authority facilities. To regulate the road, regulate our truck, determine what garage we are going to use is out of jurisdiction. And they have admitted that they have been doing this because we have not organized ourselves. Now we are organizing ourselves. We are coming out with our own workable policy, more workable app than what they have. We are using this medium to tell the whole world that the NPA should not bother themselves looking for an alternative. We have provided an alternative. They should gladly embrace this and welcome this development. And let us see how it works out. And I'm assuring the whole world, in the next 2 months, we are going to do far better than what ETO is doing.
Now, controversy has continued to trail the contract signed by Nigerian Customs Service to Chinese firm worth about $3.2 billion that has to do with the e-custom concessions. I mean, how far will this deal go? I mean, joining me to discuss this is Chief Dr. Ositachukwu Patrick is the Knight of St. John International. Chief Dr. Ositachukwu is also the convener of Save Nigeria Freight Forwarding. Thank you so much for joining us.
Importers and Exporters Coalition.
Oh yes, I mean it's quite long.
Yeah, you've forgotten.
But thank you so much for the correction. Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you. I'm pleased to welcome you.
All right. Now let's look at this. Most people have termed the controversial contracts from Nigerian Customs Service. I mean, we are looking at the implication of the $3.2 billion e-custom concession agreement with Chinese firm. What struck your mind when you heard about this contract?
One thing one should understand is, may going by the way our government treat the people, that matters. especially with the stakeholders. I would say that other countries are not being treated that way. They finish what they want, everything, they will just finish it and come to let you know this is what we want. And tomorrow they will come and say you are a stakeholder. What is the stakeholding there? When you know you can go ahead to do what you want to do, why don't you implement it and start it?
But this has to do with internal process of customs.
It's internal process of customs, but people are the one using that process. So do you think they are not or could not be involved in the process, even have been issued the discussion in place before ever even any implementation or any plan? So they are just what I've seen in this country today is most unfortunate anyway. That why are you even involving Chinese in the concession in the first place? Why? You find out that all this money they are using everywhere in the political arena, political space, and so on, this way they make it. No other way. You create a job, you give it to a foreign firm. All the countries in the whole world who has brought Nigeria to be in the affairs of all these managemental processes and all these magnitudinal transactions within the government's circle. No one you can see. Who born you to? Who is that person that will bring you to Chinese? If Chinese government is discussing issues or trying to issue that, how many Nigerians are working Chinese? This across. It's only here. We don't know how to do anything. Nigeria is taking us a place that we can go and everything's free. So I'm not surprised. There are interests and interests. These interests is just coming from the cartel that has held this country without thinking on how we are going to make our. Now,
at International Supply Chain Systems Limited, ISCS, we provide our clients with customized import-export services to meet their unique needs.
We understand that timeliness is key to saving you from demurrage.
Our services include cargo clearing and consolidation shipping, cargo warehousing and storage, general import and consultancy.
That's why we have a team of professionals to assist you with proper paperwork for efficient customs clearing.
Come talk to us at 7A Bikunle Akintoye Street, Apapa, Lagos. You can call us on 081-622-71120, 081-276-33510, or you can send us an email, info@iscsltd.com, or visit our website, www.iscsltd.com. ISCS, more than logistics.
Let's take away the stress of worrying about clear documentation of you.
Our innovative technology provides real-time visibility of your cargo any time of the day.
Here at Emerald Agencies Nigeria Limited, we deliver your cargo fast, in good condition, at a very competitive rate anywhere in the world.
You have heard it all. At Emerald Agencies Limited, we offer the best of customs services, freight forwarding and logistics, warehousing, packaging, palletization service, consultation on import and export. Reach out to us today. Emerald Agencies Limited, 2nd floor of Fimo House, Plot 6, Oshodi Expressway, Sunrise Bus Stop, Apapa, Lagos. Or you can call us on 091-616-78740 or send us an email on emeraldagencies@gmail.com. Emerald Agencies, your one-stop shop from clearance to delivery.
Also, customs are saying that this process would, don't forget that the e-custom process is, is taken phase by phase. The vehicle valuation, has kicked off. That's the VIN and all of that, where they say, okay, vehicle from 2010 upward is recognized by the system. Even though it's not very clear, though we've spoken to some freight forwarders, they say that, of course, if you bring vehicle of 2006, you still pay value, but of course, maybe not as high as. Now, maybe this is the next phase of, the process. Customer have told us would reduce human interface. You can stay in your office, finish your process, and then go to the port and clear cargo. I mean, isn't this what you have been clamoring for?
If I would ask you, would this be the first thing to do? For over 10 years now, the scanning is not working. And somebody's telling me e-customs. What does e-custom got to do with the seamless way of clearance of cargo in the ports? That's one mistake or the other has made some containers stuck over there per vessel. So let them stop all this. Tomorrow they bring out this. When we are rolling out this within a year, 2, they remove it and bring another one. That is the only way people are enriching themselves, thereby committing what we call killing people on cold-blooded. They are killing people cold-bloodedly. Cargo is being imported in all the countries of Central African sub-region. And nothing of this nature is being seen there. So why our own should be different every day? Port, terminal, every day custom.
Now, Chief, because of time, limited time we have on the program today, finally, let's look at what's the future of import and export trade in Nigeria. Don't forget that most freight forwarders are already complaining about the benchmarking part, where they say, okay, 40th container must pay a benchmark of 4 million naira regardless of what's in the container. Whether you're carrying an iPhone, you're carrying a laptop, or you're carrying toothpick, it doesn't matter. Once it's 40th container, you pay XYZ amount. With some of the introduction, bottleneck, and clearance of cargo, we also understand that cargo has dropped drastically. It's not coming. Cargos are not entering the country like it was some years ago. What does the future hold for import and export trade in Nigeria?
I don't think they are creating room for future for people to succeed us after our age in this industry. Why I say so? Because for you not to know where rain starts beating you, may not know where it stops. In Nigeria today, tell me the economic value of what they are talking about. Benchmarking. What is benchmark? Benchmark is not contained in the SEMA law. Let us be frank. Custom and Excise Management Act is not contained there. Why are you bringing benchmark? One may have value on a product that he has. He wouldn't like any pilferage. That is why you put it in container for it to be sealed, so as to get it on arrival intact. You now say because it's a 40-footer container, you'll be given a benchmark. What are you talking about? Are you not taking cargo that arrived based on the X value? We're taking on X factory value. Even if it's a biro that comes with that container, that person loves it much, and that he knows why he puts it in that container. And if that someone else desires it, he might carry 10 cartons of the biro. The other one may have much money, he will carry 200 cartons of the biro. The same 140-footer container. Then after which, you come and now level all of them the same. It's wrong. Quite implicable, because one is that the other man that has only 1 carton, we sell based on the carton he has. He finishes it, it goes under. The other one that has 100 carton, we sell based on what cost he has gotten the cartons. The other one that has 300 carton, the same. Then why now labeling it benchmarking? Benchmarking means giving me to pay what I don't have or what I have not even made available. Talk about this benchmarking. I was in CNN. I talked about benchmarking during the time of Diko. Abulai Diko, who was the former CG. That was even the first fight I started with him. Benchmarking. I say benchmarking can never stay in Nigeria. It cannot work. I'm against and a scholar of whatever somebody has as a this thing, use it to value him. If he brought in 1 bag, value that 1 bag. If he brought 2 bags to the country, value him based on 2 bags. Somebody has 100 of laptop, the same container. You are doing benchmarking that probably from $100 pack of laptop, doing benchmarking. Then 1,000 pack, you are still doing the same benchmarking. Are you not trying to let the cat out of the bag by you, knowing fully well that this is 100 and it's supposed to have this? But the same customs and the same finance that are designing this the way it should be We now tell you that you have benchmarking, but you have almost 100. This is a benchmark. You should pay this. And even they say benchmarking of a container should be this, then people will not even import that. They will not even go for that. Knowing fully well that if I bring 100, it's the same amount.
All right.
If I bring 200, it's the same amount. Then why am I going to bring 2 or 2?
I must tell you that time is fast spent on the program today. We should have a part 2 of this discussion.
Very good.
Sometime very soon. Chief Osita, thank you so much for your time, for sharing your thoughts on our program today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Brownson. It's a good thing to be, at least let us be talking and talking and talking. If they're here, fine. If they don't want to hear, principal issue Nigeria has today is policy breach.
Yes, and
the policy making
the important thing is that
carry the people that's supposed to give them the idea.
The important thing is that you're talking. You know, it's better than
it's better than to keep dumb.
Yeah, exactly.
Or keep mum on issues.
Someday,
know that you should have let know.
Someday the government would
they have been doing when they do it doesn't work and they'll go the fast back. We have been seeing that.
All right.
We have been seeing that all the while.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
We've been talking to the convener of Save Nigeria Freight Forwarders, Chief Osita. All right, that's how far we can go on the program today. I must say thank you very much for being a part of it today. Now, we've been receiving some messages from our WhatsApp line, from the numbers scrolled on the screen, but want to say that at this point you can send us a WhatsApp message because from next week we'll start reading messages on the program. So we'll be so glad to read your message, whatever challenges you're having in the industry and you want to bear your mind on, send it to the number on your screen right now. We'll be so glad to read your messages. Now, don't forget to go to all our social media platforms displaying on your screen. On Twitter, it's Christian Media, and of course, on YouTube, it's Nigeria Maritime TV. Feel free to watch all previous content, and don't forget to subscribe. My name is Brownson Unwana. Thank you so much for watching. Let's do it again next week.